Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name's Crystal and today I'm going to be going through a one look, one palette tutorial with you guys. I decided to use the Anastasia Amrezy palette today. This has been out for a while, but I actually haven't had a chance to use it myself. So I thought I would dive in to this beautiful palette and create the look that I currently have on my eyes right now. I went for a halo look, a little bit neutral, but at the same time it has a few pops of color in there as well. Today I thought I would dive into something a bit different. I mean, I am trying to keep myself preoccupied whilst we are in trying times, and just touching on that, I hope you're all keeping safe and well and looking after your loved ones and your friends, even if that is from a distance at the moment. Also, let me know what you think of this setup. I've decided to go from a different angle in my makeup beauty room, and this is what I've come up with. So I'm not quite sure if the fire in the background is distracting or if it's I don't know, creating some kind of calm ambience for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and give this video a big thumbs up if you like tutorial videos. I'm thinking of making this a bit of a series on my channel of doing a one palette, one look sort of makeup tutorial. Thank you so much again for clicking on this video and deciding to spend some time with me, and don't forget to add me on Instagram as well and click that little bell if you'd like to be notified when I'm uploading new videos. I'm trying to upload every single Saturday at a minimum at the moment, and also additionally on a Tuesday if I have the content available. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I'm addicted to Pepsi Max. It's like my guilty pleasure. I thought we could sit down together and have a bit of a chat and get ready together. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, obviously we're all staying in our homes, we're all not going out. So I thought, why not get glammed up? Why not put on some lashes and get dressed up just because we can? I mean, makeup is a really great escape for people. So for this one, I think I'll do more of a neutral look, but then I think I might get a bit more creative and colorful in some of my other videos. So before we get into it, I'll just tell you what's already on my face. I have already done my base. I haven't got any bronzer, blush, my brows aren't on, I put on mascara, so I'm looking a bit like a bald eagle at the moment, but I'll tell you what's already on my face if you were curious to know what it is. So I have the MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15 foundation in NW15. I've never used this one before, but it is in my kit. I am not fake tanned at the moment. I mean, let's get real, the maintenance has completely disappeared since we've been in isolation, so I mean, there's no point. I mean, my nails aren't done. I'm letting myself breathe. Okay, it's my time for relaxation with the maintenance, so I'm just enjoying it. Also, the concealer that I have on my face is the Jeffree Star concealer in C13. This one is beautiful as well. I don't think it's quite on par with my Tarte Shape Tape, but I mean, it does the job for when I'm fair. I also set that down with the Makeup Revolution Banana Light Baking Powder. This is really, really nice if you're looking for an inexpensive product that is going to do a really good job. I then have a eye base on, which is the P. Louise base in Rumor 2. I then set everything down just to make it more skin-like with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus with Rose. This might be a long video. I mean, I'm not going to rush at all with this video at all. This is just me sitting down, chilling, talking to you guys, seeing how you feel, maybe having a bit of a discussion in the comments below about how everyone's coping and what they're doing to keep themselves balanced in this time, because it is such a strenuous time for everybody. So honestly, this is going to be a bit of a chatty video and I'm just going to catch up with you guys. So the bronzer that I'm going to use today is going to be the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. It's a nice warm toned bronzer, so it'll be quite nice. Before we get into this, I'm just going to tie my hair back. I think my favourite product is actually bronzer. I really do think it is bronzer that takes a look to the next level. I mean, I feel so much better about the way that my face looks already just by having bronzer on. It's absolutely incredible. Just to finish that off, I am going to put some bronzer on my nose. I don't really go too far in terms of contouring for my nose. I'm quite simple. I literally use this brush from Real Techniques. I think it's their Metals collection from forever ago. Literally, I just put the product on the brush. I go down one side of my nose and then I just go literally down the other, get a bit more product, and then go around the bottom. I'm really rough with it. I don't do it necessarily to define my nose shape or anything like that. I just do it to obviously balance out my skin. And then I just blend that out with the brush that I used for my powder under my eyes. And then to define that a little bit more, I like to get my beauty blender that I use to put my foundation down, and then I just like to go over the center of it just to block out those bits that I may have gone over the edges a bit far. And it's honestly that simple. I really don't do too much. I just like to make sure that it's nice and balanced, and honestly just to give it that little bit more shape. I honestly don't know how I feel about that Jeffree Star concealer. It keeps on like breaking up underneath my eyes, and I don't know if it's the concealer or if it's the powder, but I can see there's some significant creasing and breaking up of the product under my eyes already. So I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to dive into blush next. I'm going to use the MAC Melba blush and just popping that on the cheeks. So how's everybody feeling at the moment? I mean, I know that I've been feeling really unsettled with the whole situation that everyone's in at the moment. I love being home. So I live in Melbourne. I'm from the southeast side of Melbourne. Like, I love where I live. I think it's such a beautiful place to live, but my family is originally from Gippsland, so I'm actually a country girl who moved to the Big Smoke. It's a really culturally diverse space, and there's a lot of beautiful people, beautiful art, beautiful fashion, food. I mean, it's incredible. Since the whole situation, it's just been really tricky for me in a sense that we're now working from home, and I didn't want to stay in the city. I wanted to be close to my family, so I moved regionally. So my entire world as it was has completely changed. Like, this studio that I'm in now, this is in my fiance's home. They built this studio for me so I could come in here and do my YouTube videos, and I could do content and stuff like that and connect with you guys. So it's really lovely that I've got that here. I mean, how's everybody going in a sense of, like, the way that we live right now is so different to how we were before. It's literally completely changed our lives, and for some people, like, they can embrace change and they're fine with that. But like with others, I mean, I know that I've been struggling a lot with the fact that I don't know what the hell is going on. We're trying to be as connected as we possibly can, but there's only so much you can do online without actually seeing your family and your friends. Let me know what you guys are doing to stay connected in the comments below, because I would love to try and find other ways to feel connected. The highlighter I just used just then was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. Absolutely beautiful. It just melts into the skin and it looks like a beautiful glow from within. We've got pretty much everything on. I'm going to do brows before we go into eyes. So my brow routine takes for ages, won't lie. I tend to gravitate towards the benefit precisely my brow. This is in shade 3. I also use the Gimme Brow in the shade 2, the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in soft brown, and then I do use a brow powder as well, which is by Benefit. I'm going to start by brushing through the brows and then just winding up the product and then filling them in with feather-like strokes. I'm not going to bore you guys with how long this takes, because quite frankly, this takes me forever. So I'm thinking if you guys would like to see a brow routine, let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely do a full tutorial on how I do my brows. If you would like to see a brow tutorial, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, and I will film that for you guys. So we're back and the brows are now on. I feel so weird with my brows on, like my face on, and no mascara and nothing on my eyes. So what I'm going to do now, we are going to dive into this palette. I'm going to zoom you guys in. I have no idea what we're going to create today. Let's just jump into the palette. Okay, so now we are nice and zoomed in. Let me know what you think of this makeup. I don't know how I feel. Like, honestly, I feel like it's breaking up underneath my eyes. I don't know if I'm just being too picky. If you're gonna pay big dollars for this makeup, you want it to work. So I'm just going to pat out that P. Louise eye base that's currently on my eyes, because I can see it's starting to crease up a little bit. I have deep set eyes, so it does tend to crease up on my lids. We're going to grab a big fluffy brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush. I love the Jaclyn Hill collection. It is so beautiful. And we're going to dive into the palette and we're going to go for New Yorker. I'm going to start with that to be our transition shade. I'm just going to pop that in the crease. I'm also going to be blending that out up towards my brow bone and towards where the tail of my eyebrow ends as well. I was thinking of doing like a wine time video where I sit down and I talk to you guys about things like makeup school and whether I think that it's worth the investment in going to makeup school versus teaching yourself online, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are self-taught makeup artists and they are fantastic. They're so good at their craft. I decided to go to makeup school just because I had a few things that I wanted to get like somewhat clarified and stuff like that. I also just wanted to meet like-minded people. I just feel like sometimes in the makeup community, if you're not working at a counter, it can sometimes be hard to find people that are really interested in the artistry of it all. I can feel like it's very much about the consumerism of product. It's not actually about like technique or anything anymore. It's more just who has the latest eyeshadow palette. I think today we're going to do a halo eye. I just want to try something a little bit different. Blending out absolutely flawlessly. So next up I'm going to go into 1998. It's a deep chocolatey brown shade. It's coming up more orange. I don't know why. It's definitely brown in the pan, like a deep brown. So I don't know why it's skewing the shade. So I'm going to, like I said, attempt a halo eye. So I learned the halo eye in my makeup school right before everything closed. So it's more focusing the product on the outside of the eye and on the inside of the eye. I'm going to start focusing that on the outer corner of my eye. By the way, I'm using a JH40 to do this. Really packing that on to get that color payoff. And starting to build that on the inner part of the eye. Now just going back in with that original brush that I use, which is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill 32 brush, and going back in with New Yorker just a little bit and then blending out those edges just so that there's a really, really nice fade. And going back in, packing that color back on again. And connecting those two at the top just to create that halo look. Now I'm leaving the inner part untouched because that is where we're going to place our color to really open up the eye. Just blending that until I'm happy with the definition. So now we're going to move on to the other eye and do the same thing. I'm not quite sure if you guys know this about me, but one eye is a different shape to the other eye. Now this eye I find a little bit harder to match to the original eye. It does take me a little bit longer to blend it and to get it to look the same. So this might take a bit more time for me. It might be looking a bit messy at the moment. So annoying. But I mean, when it does come to me working on people as a makeup artist when they have two completely different shaped eyes, I know what I'm in for. I don't have full vision in one of my eyes, and I do compensate with the other eye. It's something that I've just dealt with and it hasn't hindered my way of living at all. It's just how it is, I suppose. Going back into the shade New Yorker, bringing that warmth back into the inner part of the eye and blending out the edges just so it's all seamless. I'm now pretty happy with the way that it's looking. It's very downturned. I am going to clean all of this up to bring it back to looking like a wing sort of shape. But now I'm going to do the lower lash line. So I'm just going to take the Jaclyn Hill JH43 and I'm going to take the New Yorker shade and then just drag that under the lower lash line. I'm going to grab this Zoeva brush. I've actually rubbed the name off it, but it's a small like tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that down, maybe pick up some more of that product and blend it out. So it just looks like that. Super warm, it's looking super blended. It's really angling up at this point in time, but really the difference is going to happen when we put that deeper color down. We're just popping that under the eyes and connecting it up with the shadow that we did above. Now I'm going to take a dome-tipped sort of brush and I'm going to go into 1988 and put that on the outer corner of the lower lash line. I'm just doing the same to the other side and connecting that up to the halo that we made, and then just grabbing a clean brush and just blending those edges out. So everything that's left over on the beauty blender, I just use that to pick that up. So I just literally, I create the shape and then I just tap that away and make sure it matches. And that's how I bring the eye into an upwards motion, if you can see. Now I have a prominent vein that runs through my eye, which makes this so annoying. So I'm going to leave my eyes like that for now. I'm going to take the shade Wasted, which is just this top one here, and then I'm going to pop Barb over the top as kind of like a topper sort of look. I'm going to use a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH41, and I'm going to pick up Wasted. Oh my god. Oh, that looks so good. And I'm just popping that in the middle of the eye. Oh, can you see that? Oh, look at how much of a difference that makes. I'm obsessed. I'm just going to blend that in with the other shadows, making sure that we're not losing any of that definition. Okay, going to do the other eye. Just tapping that on. Sorry, my camera cut out. So I'm just going to be taking Barb with my finger and just popping a little bit over the top of Wasted. Oh my god, I think I'm obsessed with this palette. Okay, so I am pretty obsessed with this so far. This is what the eyeshadow is looking like so far. I'm going to do eyeliner, but I'm going to do it with eyeshadow. So I know that a lot of people get a bit nervous about eyeliner. A little trick that I've been learning since I've been going to makeup school is to actually do your eyeliner with eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is take a angled brush, going back into this palette again and taking the shade BK, which is this black right here, and then I'm going to be doing my eyeliner. Okay, so that's kind of worked out, but look at the difference it makes. Now I'm going to try and do the other eye. And I feel like that is as good as we're gonna get. So I have got my eyeliner on. I feel like I'm really close to the screen. So from here, I'm going to pop on my mascara, and then I'm going to pop on some lashes. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Samantha No. 7 lashes. I've used these ones a couple of times. Super reliable, super easy to pop on. I'm going to jump off camera and then come back when I have them on. So the lashes are now on. They just bring this look to a completely different level. I'm now just going to pop on some bottom lash mascara. I just decided I want to open my eyes up a little bit more. I feel like they're a bit lost under all of these lashes. So what I'm going to do in order to do that is a little bit of a trick. You can use a nude shade eyeliner on your waterline, and it really does open the eyes up. Now all we're missing is the inner corner highlight. I'm going to grab a Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab JH39 and go back into the shade Wasted. Just popping that in the inner corner, and it's giving that a kind of pink effect. So now I've zoomed you guys back out. Now this is my ride or die favorite lip combo ever. It goes with any eyeshadow look. It is the Stila Caramello liquid lipstick and the Hourglass Unreal lip gloss in the shade Provoke. These two are a match made in heaven. I absolutely love them. I'm just going to go in with my Hourglass lip gloss and finish this look. I'm just going to take out my clips. Okay, so this is the finished look. It came out really, really nice. If you can see the glitter and stuff on there, I just think it came out so beautifully. It works out so well with this lip as well because it's a neutral lip and all of the drama is on the eyes. The quality of these shadows is off the charts. I mean, Amrezy has done a really fantastic job with this, keeping it quite colourful and neutral at the same time. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around and watching me do my first ever YouTube tutorial. And again, before you leave, do not forget to subscribe. And before we wrap up this video, I just wanted to say I hope you're all keeping well and healthy and looking after your friends and family. Although it is from a distance, you're still touching base with them and making sure you are connected as much as possible. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'm going to be super active on YouTube and Instagram over the next couple of weeks. Instagram handles, I will have them in the description box below, and leave me a comment down below. Again, thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending your day with me, and until my next video, have a lovely afternoon. Thanks guys. Bye.